Hi, I'm Matt Williamson with Yardbarker here to talk about the Colts going to Cleveland to play the Brownies. Big game for the AFC playoff ramifications here, too, and it's one of the featured games of the week for sure. Cleveland's defense has been decent, but Indianapolis leads the league in yards allowed per play at 4.4 and have been the best defense in football through 4 weeks overall. 4.4 yards per play is really low. How about this? The Colts are producing 124 more yards per game than their opponent this year. That's a ton. But Cleveland's offense is averaging a whopping and somewhat surprising 31 points per game through 4 games. The Browns have the league's best turnover differential, but the Colts aren't far behind. Cleveland is also the run-heaviest team in the league through 4 weeks, but again, the Colts aren't real far behind. These are two of the only teams that run it more than they pass. Through 4 weeks, the Browns are the only team in the NFL averaging 200 rushing yards or more per game. That's a big number. However, the Brownies are without Nick Chubb for the foreseeable future. They're in fine hands, though. I mean, Kareem Hunt can handle the load, is excellent in the passing game, has been extremely efficient on a per-touch basis this year behind a vastly improved offensive line. Those tackles are playing great. The Browns are consistently breaking off chunk runs, but that's unlikely against Indy's fast-flowing and excellent tackling defense. Cleveland is also doing a better job now of getting the ball in Odell Beckham's hands any way possible, and he looks great and healthy with excellent results. But the Browns' offensive line versus the Colts' defensive line will be worth the price of admission alone. That's going to be a real battle and could determine the outcome of this game when it's all said and done. As was the case last year, Indianapolis finds themselves light on offensive playmakers, and frankly, Phillip Rivers hasn't escalated the quarterback position as some might have expected. Wide receivers are tearing apart the Browns' defense, but can the Colts group take advantage? I don't know. Jonathan Taylor hasn't really blown up yet this year in his rookie year, but the Colts need him in this matchup against a real lackluster Browns defense that's allowing over 31 points per game. The Colts offense might only go as far as Taylor can take them, but he hasn't gotten the workload that you might expect. Maybe that comes this week. Maybe he's finally getting his feet under him in the NFL. I think this should be a slugfest with plenty of punting, which is really the Colts' new recipe for success. But I'd like the home team to edge out a victory. The Brownies get 20, Colts 17. Thanks so much. I am Matt Williamson with Yardbarker.